Okay. The flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of them all, Mulan. Hi, my name is Abigail Lacayo. I'm an upcoming 9th grade AVID student at Wildwood Middle High School. I have a 4.8 GPA. I'm a varsity cheerleader and and just an overall high achiever. It took a lot for me to be who I am, where I am today. You see, I believe everything happens for a reason. Even though sometimes the obstacles we face aren't what we wish, they shape us into the best version of ourselves. For example, let us begin this story on a dark night in 2011. I was 2 years old, screaming and crying in pain. My parents desperately trying to figure out the matter were on the way to the emergency room. When we got there, the doctors didn't know anything. But my mom is driven, and she demanded they figure out something. After running many different tests, they found a cause, one that made me immediately have to go to a specialized hospital an hour away. I was diagnosed with hereditary pancreatitis, which inflames the pancreas and causes attacks every so often. The pain in which is reported to be worse than child labor pains, and I hear that hurts a whole lot. Cut to 2018. By this time, it became chronic, so I was in everlasting pain. My life wasn't the greatest. The outgoing, social little girl I used to be was gone. I had no hope. I was in and out of hospitals, months at a time, missing school, losing friends, and not having normal childhood experiences. I thought there was nothing to be done. My mom was heartbroken, seeing her little girl with so much potential being held back by something she can't control. It wasn't my fault, even though I thought it was. Our minds tend to blame everything on ourselves. We believe we deserve it, although we've done nothing wrong. The top specialists in the state of Florida didn't have anything. Talk about top specialists. They told my mom just to take me home and make me comfortable till I died. Imagine that, wanting so much for yourself and feeling like you are set to die. I was young and I didn't understand fully. I only knew that I lived with constant pain, always got teased, and couldn't live like all the other little kids I saw. I desperately wanted to be better, not understanding why this is happening to me. It caused me to mature very fast, having to understand complex medical situations and how to take care of myself. I wasn't dealing with the same stress as other 9-year-olds were. I wasn't worried about not wanting mac and cheese for dinner or how to wear my hair to school in the morning. I was more worried about not waking up in pain or if I'll be able to at least eat something for lunch. My mom was determined and found a hospital in Minnesota that will perform this $1 million life-saving surgery. Except, we don't have $1 million. And apparently insurance companies don't care enough to pay that $1 million. Although, when you have a mom like mine, who calls every single day, they will. Eventually. Thank you, Mom. So, after many months of fighting with insurance and building up my strength for the surgery, December 12th, 2018 was the day. The surgery was 14 hours long. It was well worth it. The days following were the first steps to recovery. It's like a one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind kind of situation. I won't lie, it was super hard, but I made a record in one of the fastest times getting out of the hospital after my surgery. 11 days. May seem like a lot, but after you get opened up and your organs taken out, that's pretty quick. I even got into trouble with one of my doctors. I wanted milk, but I can only have clear liquids. It gets tiring after a little while. My surgeon said, milk? Only a few days post-op? I don't know. But he let me do it anyways because I knew I'd be fine. I guess I've always been a little determined. Then, my gastrointestinal specialist came in and said, milk? You drank milk? Now? She was not very happy. I'm sure her and my surgeon had a little tussle after. But I just kept getting better and better every day. I saw snow for the first time, met cool people, and went to the Mall of America. Eventually, I went home and settled to recover for a while. It's been almost 5 years, and look at me now. I can do cartwheels and stuff. I can do cartwheels and stuff. Dealing with this made something in my brain change. I became more aware. I learned not to take things for granted. But now, I had less time to think about pain and more time to think about my thoughts. The surgery was a great thing, but the fast change from sick to normal was a lot. I wasn't like the other kids, and I struggled with that. I became more self-critical, doubtful, and just overall sad. The light in my eyes had not yet returned, but AVID provided light onto my dark path. It was one struggle after another. Like I said before, why me? The question I would ask myself while lying in bed each night. I returned to in-person school mid-6th grade. When I arrived, I was introduced into this class called AVID. What does it stand for again? Oh, Advancement via Individual Determination. And you know what? That's exactly what I got. My teacher in 6th and 7th grade was Miss Ellis. She doesn't teach at my school anymore, but she was such an amazing teacher. She helped shape my mind into what it is today, and she was always there for us no matter what. I really do miss her, but my teacher this year is Mr. Underhill. Oh, he's horrible. No, really, he's wonderful. Some people think he's mean, but it's just tough love. He strives for us to do better, and he always understands. I also realized me and him both have a lot in common the more time we spend in class together. AVID has taught me to break out of the shell I created all of those years ago. When I was vulnerable and weak, I created that to protect myself, but really what I was doing was hiding. Now, people see me as myself, and I had to realize that I didn't have to change for anyone, and that all I really needed to do was to open my mind and heart. I explored, learned, tried, and failed. And AVID has stuck with me through all of it. Unlike most AVID stories, I wasn't having trouble in classes. There's so many people that can say AVID has helped with their grades, and it did, but I was having the most trouble with myself. I had to relearn to be that outspoken, exciting, bubbly, charismatic girl I once was, and I did. I still learn more every day. AVID has taught me family, fun, and life. Not just how to take good notes and how to do your TRF. We learn teamwork, trust, social skills, and organization. It teaches me everything that I can take with me through my future in college and life in general. I think this story shows a side of AVID that isn't noticed by many. AVID is an amazing class with amazing teachers and students. I recommend AVID to everyone, and I always speak highly of it to show my appreciation and what it's done for me. Even though our class is filled with such diversity, we all have something in common. We all dealt with something. A big thing in our lives that changed our perspectives, whether it has happened yet or not. The events we faced built who we are. AVID guided me in that construction. It's led me to be curious, driven, and confident. And now, I don't declare myself different or better than anyone else, even though that's what many people think I believe. It isn't. What I believe is that we all have experiences that make us us. The experiences just aren't the same for everybody. My path to success hasn't even started yet, and I do know there will be many more obstacles to face. I can combat them. I just have to keep following the path and trust that everything happens for a reason. I know that AVID, my AVID family, and the AVID teachers will always be right by my side. Thank you.